This is always, of course, a sort of a sticky one, and that is the importance of critical discernment of what it is you think you're bringing through as pure information. Is it accurate? Is it true? Is it this? Is it that? Discernment is important, and I think that this, what would be, for lack of a better term, called a truth sense, is something you just develop. There is at first a great degree of subtlety between what you might think is just your imagination and what is actually representative of a piece of information that's going to be there for a purpose. Not that your imagination can't deliver that, but there is a vibrational difference. You can, over time, with practice, learn to tell the difference. So at first, don't be too concerned, again, with whether it's accurate or true. Make the disclaimer. Acknowledge. I don't know what's going to come through here. I don't know if it's going to be accurate or true. It may be symbolic. It may be an interpretation. It may be total nonsense relative to this reality, but this is the way it's got to come through for now, so I can get used to the idea. It's similar, again, to the idea of either, practicing an instrument or learning penmanship, learning to make your letters. At first, you're going to wonder, is that a B? What is that? But you have to get used to the idea of how to make the forms. So let it be incoherent at first. Let that be all right. However, at the same time, there is a relatively practical and pragmatic way to hone in on the idea of discernment, accuracy, truth sense, what have you. And again, of course, this is all going to be very relative. So this is a very ambiguous idea. But the only way I can think of to say it from my own experience is it's a balance of intuition and reason. And the simple question to ask yourself is, even if this information seems possible, does it really seem likely? You would be surprised how often that simple question will actually in and of itself be a form of immediate channeling, corrective, governing energy. If you bring through something, you go, okay, get in the state again and say, even if that's possible, is this really likely? You will immediately get yes, no. And you'll learn to trust that immediate gut intuition. Something is a little off about it. No, it's totally right on. It's off completely. It's on completely. That simple question, yes, everything is possible. Does this really seem likely? Yes, no. And as you do the work, in conjunction with this, to get in touch with the definitions in you that sometimes do color excitement, you will eventually, as you clear that up, know that you're not coloring this answer, okay? Because it'll be such a gut hunch. It'll be such a quick, instant understanding that you'll learn to trust that, you'll learn to go with that. And that's why often, in a lot of psychic and telepathic things, people say, just say it, don't think about it. Just what do you come up with first? Not only for the purpose of don't edit it first so that you just get used to the process, but at the same time, very often, you will see that we have over time learned to bury that sense, and that it is a real sense, you do have a truth sense, and you'll begin to learn to use your own truth sense as a calibration tool on any other information you may be bringing through. So that you can say, okay, here's the information, possible but likely, yes, no. Information, possible but likely, yes, no. And you'll start to learn to give yourself that feedback mechanism, not judgment, but a true, honest gut feedback mechanism that lets you know that you are having an experience of a degree of accuracy or validity or reality here, or you're off the beam. Eventually, this process, information, possible but real, possible but likely, will start to actually become one vibration. And instantly, with time, you'll get that instant correction, information right on, information right on, information, no, a little off, okay, information, you'll guide yourself, you'll correct yourself.